Hello, my people. I really need to come up with a good intro. Um, I'm wearing my Seeds of Hope shirt right here. Um, this is the shirt of my workplace where I work like 2 days a week, which is really not what I probably should be doing more work. Um, I like it the way it is now, though. I'm totally fine doing, um, well, you get the point. I'm fine where I am. I uh, I have enough money to cover my expenses, and I have a good quality of life. And I'm not a big fan of wasting time. Actually, I'm a fan of wasting time. Never mind. None of that matters. What really matters is um, my new book. Um, I released a new book. I had a book published a month ago, a little bit more than a month ago, professionally published, not self-published. I actually hooked up or signed up. Hooked up, that was the wrong word. I signed up for with a small press called Dingbat Publishing, and they published my book. They paid for the editing and the cover and stuff. Right now, I have 7 reviews on Amazon, all of them 5-star. 3 reviews on Goodreads, all of them 5-star. So it's 10 reviews so far, all 5-star. So if you want to go buy my book, it's $2.99 on Kindle, $14.99 paperback. Plus you can get it on Kindle Unlimited. Sorry, that was me hitting my desk. Yeah, Kindle Unlimited. So yeah. I think I might pop open a. I don't have a can of coffee. I don't have a cup of coffee with me right now because I failed to make one before starting this video. But um, maybe I can walk you through my process of um, uh, no, that'd require a. I suppose silence is calming too. Um, I might do another live stream at some point this week of healing magic, or it's not really magic. Here's the theory that I believe is happening: is that um, humans have a telepathic psyche. So humans um, are psychically naked most of the time. Um, or at the very least, they're psychically backwards. They don't have, like, I. We are psychic cavemen. Um, we may have all of this technology, all of this science, all of this physical stuff. But what we don't have is a real understanding of consciousness. And the reason why is because the exploratory tools that should be used to explore consciousness have been outlawed by the establishment. And this is the very same thing that happened back in the 14th, 15th century. The church outlawed science because they thought it went contradictory to their doctrine. I believe, although a lot of people around me still subscribe to the idea that mind-altering substances are bad, and because of that I'm going to have to abstain from mind-altering substances. I can't be a psychonaut because it will ruin my life most likely. I'm going to just have to depend on other people to do the psychonautic exploring for me. Um, and I think the reason why um, doing drugs like LSD is illegal is because they're goddamn scary. Because these psychic drugs, these psychedelic drugs, I'm not talking about heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, that stuff. anything that has a physical addictiveness that has no real psychic value, I think those things should be heavily regulated. I don't think they should be criminalized. I don't think someone should go to jail for simply using methamphetamine. I do believe that if you sell methamphetamine and someone gets killed on the meth you sold, you should be responsible for at least manslaughter. Just like how if a pharmacy dispensed medication that ended up killing somebody, they'd be the ones footing the bill. Criminal, social, everything like that. I believe that using these drugs shouldn't send you to jail. I do believe that anyone who uses these drugs should be encouraged to stop softly or firmly, but that's a whole nother picture. I don't care for any of those addictive drugs. Now, it's been proven that LSD, mushrooms, and marijuana, the three and DMT, the four drugs that are psychoactive that I've heard of that probably will give you access to the realm, they don't form habits. They're not habit forming. They may be scary at times, and I think that's why they're outlawed. Because they're scary. But the thing is that they're scary because people don't know how to use them. And I think that our species can only grow into an intergalactic partner through the use of these mind-altering substances. Like I said, people around me, my parents, my friends, my society, do not believe in this, and I'll go by their rules. I don't want to screw up my life just because of some weird-ass theory that I came up with. So I don't do drugs, and I'm not going to do them until Wisconsin legalizes cannabis, and at that time I'm going to try it. But if Wisconsin never ends up legalizing cannabis, I'll never try it. So I hope you'll take that as a disclaimer about what I'm about to get into. So I believe the reason why these drugs are so scary is because people don't know how to navigate the waters. It's like jumping into shark-infested water. So here's the thing. The psychic realm is full of predators. They're smarter than you. They're stronger than you. They know more than you, and they're after you. That's the demons. Those are the real demons. It's just like an ecosystem. Any other ecosystem has predators. And us humans, we're the fodder. So that's why people have bad trips up there. Is because they're eaten, they're tossed around, they're burned. There's an entire society up there. Because here's the thing. I think that FTL communication is possible, and it's only possible through consciousness. So you cannot send information through a modulated source like light faster than light. There is no faster than light communication outside of the mind. There is faster than light communication inside of the mind. Because every consciousness is a wormhole, like a literal physical spatial wormhole. Like I don't know if the math works out, but consciousness is a wormhole created by complexity within a system. And so, I'm not doing a very good way of describing this, but there just aren't words to describe what I'm trying to tell you right now. I hope this is still relaxing to you. This may not be relaxing to you because it's too weird or it's too mind-blowing. Although I wouldn't be self-narcissistic enough to call everything I say mind-blowing. But I believe that the human race has been looking in the wrong place for aliens. People have been seeing aliens so we've been looking in the wrong place for aliens. The aliens are in our heads. That's where they are. They're in our heads. Because the intergalactic community, intergalactic community is as loud as you would expect it to be. It's just that it's like if all of a sudden you were privy to every single TV channel all at once inside your head, what would you expect? What would you see? It would be absolute chaos. You wouldn't know what to go, where to go. It's like if a caveman were sat in front of a virtual reality headset and told to go on YouTube. They'd be like, "Oh my God, I have no idea what's going on here." And I believe that humans have a strangeness response. Like, first of all, well, yeah, we have a response to. I probably shouldn't be wearing this shirt while talking about this weird stuff. I don't want them to be affiliated with me in my talk about this. So I'm gonna turn my shirt. Well, that's too late. You've already seen it. Don't come to my workplace. I'm not gonna tell you where I am. Although if you look up the name, you could probably figure out where I. Don't worry about it. I won't worry about it. My channel is small at the moment, and maybe I'll give them even some bandwidth. I hope no weird people follow my channel. Although I bet there are a couple weird people, considering how weird my content is. So next time I record videos, I'll make sure to change my shirt. Anyways, what I was going on about is that the reason why psychedelics are illegal is because they're scary. It's because they're scary and they do cause psychosis, whether it be limited or long term. And I think there is a reality up there. The theistic reality, like God. People misinterpret what God means. I think the best religion is a religion of democracy. Why don't us Americans, who are so interested in political democracy, why don't more of us want religious democracy? Like, why in the world do we think like kings and queens and emperors are really outdated and not useful in the real world? And then we say, oh, in the psychic world, there's only one king, and we'll literally kill you if you don't believe in this king. Like, our social structure, our theistic social structure is still in the feudal era. But the problem is that we can't figure out how to make someone into an actual physical god, which we would need to be able to do if we were to enable a religious democracy, a democratic religion. Wouldn't that be weird, though? A democratic religion with presidential terms? Like, what? I'm president of the Bible. I believe that it's possible, but not with our current technology. Our current technology is far too focused on physicality. We're starting to move away from physicality and into digitality, or the world of the digital. But I think what we're missing is an easy way to access the psychic realm. And I have a perfect way to do it. I'm not going to encourage anyone to do drugs, but if you live in a state where marijuana is legal, listen, if you live in a state where marijuana is legal, or if you live in Canada, go out, buy some weed, smoke it, and find the train station. The train station will be, the train station is going to be around a statue of a green square. The green square will be vibrant. It's a lighthouse. What you got to do is you got to imagine a green square while you're high on this weed. Imagine the green square, look around it, and you'll see train stations. And those train stations will take you to Mount Olympus or Zone Mysterio. And it'll be very vivid. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do know I know that. So, or if you want to take the shortcut that I'm not entirely sure is guaranteed to work, just say Ashente when you're at the peak of your high. Now, people who live in places where weed is illegal, ignore my advice. Pretend like I never said it. You guys have no legal way besides schizophrenia to go up there, which is sad, because there's a market up there, a market for interactive experiences that can be accessed without the use of electronic devices, and B, psychic tools and errata, like actual psychic tools that can do psychic things inside your brain, like I can actually like cures for psychic illnesses, or things that do psychic things that you need. And this world is just a smoke away. But I'm not gonna. I don't promote any. I have to keep qualifying this because I'm not entirely certain that everyone who watches this video. I mean, if you're this far into the video with me already, you're probably not one of the people who doesn't vibe with what I'm putting down here. But I have to keep qualifying myself, because if someone watches this video who doesn't vibe with the stuff I'm talking about, it may cause a problem. But so the psychic world has a currency. It has a market. It's a world where the gods live, where the aliens live, and I've talked with some of the aliens. I've learned about some of the aliens out there. You know, they're like typical aliens. But the problem is that transporting matter faster than the speed of light ain't ever going to happen. Or it only happens when your civilization is hyper advanced. Like millions and millions of years more advanced than our civilization is at our current pace. That's when faster than light travel of matter happens. But even Homo erectus? Even the Homo erectus, the species before Homo sapiens, could access the galactic internet. That's what this is. This is a galactic internet powered by consciousness. Because, like I said before, consciousness is a wormhole in reality, where reality flips inside of itself and starts observing itself. How can consciousness not be a wormhole? Like, reality looking upon reality, it has to be some sort of inversion. I'm not entirely certain about the mathematics around wormholes, but it seems to me like consciousness is a wormhole. And that's my uneducated, unscientific theory about this stuff. There could be a lot more scientific ways to say this. You could probably disprove a lot of what I've said if you do hard enough research. But I think that people should at the very least start doing medical trials on stuff like LSD and DMT. You know, Rick Strassman can't be the only guy in the past 50 years who has done clinical research on DMT. This stuff is too interesting to be ignored. we're ignoring the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is psychedelic experience. It's an elephant. And science is like, we can't explain that. We don't want to explain that. We're going to outlaw it because it's just too weird. And I find that a bit strange. I hope you enjoyed my rant today. I hope it was relaxing for you. And if you stuck with me until the end, thank you. Go visit my Patreon, which I'll post the link in the description. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.